On the back of one of the most stacked years of anime in the past decade, 2019 has some big shoes to fill, and you know what? I don't know if that's gonna be possible. I mean, just look at these weak-ass choices. Promised Neverland? Sounds stupid. Mob Psycho 100 Season 2? Yeah, like the first was any good. You know, there just doesn't seem to be anything worth getting excited about.
I'm back. I'm ready.
So what better way to start with Kakiguri XX? And it's only 2 X's because this isn't porn. Yet. And what can I say? It's just more of the same gambling goodness again. As I was saying, it's more of the same. So I'm gonna do you a favor and give you a bit of background behind Boogie Pop because I went into this show completely blind, and what I got from episode 1 was pretty much... Huh? Eh? What? Alright, cool. I'm sure this will make sense. But it was only after reading up about the series and watching the next few episodes did I actually get it. Boogie Pop is kind of like a supernatural mystery show separated into different arcs. The thing is, we are shown events out of chronological order. The first episode, for example, gave me the beginning then just jumped straight to the end of the story arc. It constantly feels like you are piecing together a puzzle as you are slowly drip-fed information piece by piece, which makes no sense individually, but as you get more pieces and fill in more and more of the puzzle, the overall picture becomes clearer. While this may seem like a gimmick, it is actually incredibly rewarding as you feel like a detective piecing together a mystery, and it doesn't take too long to let you know what's going on. This series is based on a light novel series before light novels were really a thing. It was a series that inspired authors like Monogatari's Nisio Isin, so I highly recommend you check it out. Just definitely don't watch this one episode at a time. Mob Psycho 100? More like Sob Psycho 100, am I right? I came here for hype, not for feels, man. What the hell is going on? Yep, Mob is back as strong as ever, and my hype levels have reached 100%. Bones seem to have launched exactly where they left off with production. I mean, just look at this opening. I know I've been using the word banger to describe a lot of things, but this opening, man, it's just a banger, right? It's a proper banger. And I swear to God, that's the last time you'll hear me use it for. Is that a banger right here? Oh boy, it's a fucking banger! So this show is a 50-year-old classic manga written by the grandfather of anime himself, Osamu Tezuka, telling the tale of a baby cursed by his father to be born with no eyes, ears, skin, or limbs, who has survived and wanders the land battling demons. Or, to put the show in another way, we got Samurai Helen Keller slicing up demons with swords for arms. Fucking swords for arms! Right, video over. Someone find Chief and tell him we found it. Oh shit, we actually found him. Hey look, it's a guy who gets transported to another world. Hey look, it's an MMORPG type fantasy world. Hey look, it's a cute little animal girl that's sure to get looted by the internet. Of course, we all need one new isekai to be obsessed with, and this year it looks like it's gonna be the rising of the Virgin Shield hero versus the Chad Spearsman. I just admire that this is the most isekai that's ever been isekai'd. I mean, it's so fucking isekai that its characters are no longer even surprised when they get transported to another world. Like, we know the deal, they know the deal, let's just cut the bullshit and just get straight to the isekai. And honestly, I cannot stop watching the show, and I just don't understand why. At this point, I've just accepted the isekai trash within me. I do like how they've taken the fallen hero approach with a protagonist that's not been put up on a pedestal for once, but let's be real, it's the same isekai fantasy shit we've seen before. I mean, I recognize you. Aren't you that guy and that guy? And I recognize this scene, isn't it just that scene? And I recognize you, aren't you? No, my mistake. I must have just been imagining that. Hey, look, it's another isekai, and is that 18th century truckin? And this just reminds me of that other shitty isekai everyone was watching last year. What was it called again? Oh yeah. VR chat. Now, I don't normally do this, but if you haven't seen the first episode of Promised Neverland, go watch it or just skip the spoilers by skipping to the timestamp here, because this is something that you're going to want to go into blind. Alright? Are they gone? Great. Oh boy, who's ready for another episode of When Your Wagyu Steak Tries to Escape? Promised Neverland was hyped up as being one of the next big things, and I can absolutely see why. It has one of those great first episodes that instantly hooks you, because you know what? I definitely expected something to happen, but holy shit balls, man, I wasn't expecting that. The build-up, the suspense, and the horrific reveal were just so masterfully done that by the end I was instantly sold on the series, and I knew I'd be on this ride till the end, and honestly I can't wait to see where this goes. You've got a tense prison break thriller with kids. You've got Sasuke looking tired as fuck from being strangled by everyone. You've got everyone's faces having 50% more chin than I think it should have. And of course you have these monsters who are just one of the most horrifying creatures I've ever seen. Oh Jesus fuck, what the hell is that? And of course let's not forget the opening, which is just a brilliant audible number groups excitedly rock to. Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh, I know the source material to this. Isn't this the anime adaptation of, lo-fi hip-hop beats to chill/study to? See, I can really appreciate when an anime puts more thought into the art direction to stand out from the norm with its looks and aesthetic. But I do wonder to myself sometimes, can you ever go too far with art direction? Oh god, what the fuck is this? We took this about 10 million Instagram filters too far!
Hello, I'm Dr. David Thomas. I'm a practicing psychotherapist in Tampa, Florida, to talk to you today about how to cure chronic depression. Materials you will need would be a computer to access the internet.
You know, one of the reasons I still love anime is that even after all these years, you can take a tried and tested genre and still approach it in ways I haven't seen before. Kaguya-sama is essentially if you wrote a romantic comedy based on the potato chip scene in Death Note, where both sides are playing mind games with each other, trying to get the other to confess first despite the fact that they both like one another. Exploring one of the most important questions posed in modern philosophy. If a tsundere and a tsundere liked each other, would they ever find out?
Hey, Vsauce! Michael here.
What this means is that we have an anime romance that progresses even slower than usual, meaning it will probably result in them holding hands in around 10 trillion years or so. But it's so extra and I fucking love it. It's original, it's entertaining, it's funny, and I know everyone's freaking out over Raccoon Girl this season, but I think we may have accidentally discovered the solution to world peace in Chica. And this dance, which has consumed my soul and is the greatest achievement of mankind in human history. Right, Michael?
I'm alone.
Oh man, is that Chopin's Etude Opus 10 number 1 in C major? What a banger.
Dialogue is pretty much where the art comes in. Taking some words that someone has just said, holding them in your hand, and then punching them in the face with it.
You know this isn't based on a light novel because that would definitely be the fucking title of this show. Are you ready to go on a fucking journey with me? Because this first episode was a fucking journey. Alright, so this guy, normal high school student, has a massive crush on his teacher, and one day he just randomly sleeps with a girl he met at karaoke. You know, standard love triangle premise, we've all seen it before. Then we find out that his dad is getting remarried, and the person he's getting married to is the mother of his teacher and the girl he slept with. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You think you're watching a standard romance drama show, then bam! They hit you with one of these.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yes, we've got a classic case of the surprise incest. But you know what? This show is just too spicy to pass up. It's so spicy, I'm gonna be rating this using the fucking Scoville scale, because the most important question is, if you want some spice in your life, do you choose your boring, standard, not related by blood sister? Or do you go with the more mature, also not related by blood sister, who's also your teacher? And I think there's only one way we can answer this.
But I'm a teacher, and you're my student. Why are you so okay with this?
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Just before anything else, I do want to give a quick shout out to Bookwalker, as they do have a lot of the source material on their website, which includes Domestic Girlfriend, Rising of the Shield Hero, Kakiguri, and Boogie Pop. In fact, they are doing a Kakiguri campaign right now where you can get bonus items for every purchase you make. For new users, you can use coupon code Gigguk for $5 off. Anyway, thank you also to Robert Harnball, Basil, Patrick Madsen, Lauken, and everyone else on my Patreon for helping to support me for this month and making this video possible. Now, I don't have too many other updates today, so you know what? I'm just going to keep this short and sweet and leave you with the best moment of this season so far. Yes, you can enjoy Chica's dancing one last time, so you know what? I'll just see you guys next time.
シュキシュキシュキシャキシャキ設定うかうかしてたらすぐ卒業チュキチュキドキドキフォーチュンテラー